Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here. This is Michael Anfield, and don't forget to like my videos and to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to subscribe to my email newsletter. And that this video and all my work is sponsored by Evolution Diet Pet Food. So if you have a companion animal, cat, dog, or any other animal, feed them Evolution Diet Pet Food. You can visit their website at petfoodshop.com. petfoodshop.com. So this video is very simple. How to clean and how to make your computer run faster. And this is for Microsoft Windows operating system. By no means am I advocating for Microsoft Windows, but I have Microsoft Windows on my computer. And how do I clean it? What do I do to make it faster? Now, there's only so much you can do to speed up your computer, to clean up the junk from your computer. And there's going to be a few things that I'm talking to you about today. Now, some people may have different opinions about this, but this is me. So I use, and actually, this is not only to clean your computer, but this is actually also to protect your computer. So there's a few options here that I'm going to be showing you today. Now, the first thing you absolutely need for a PC is you need antivirus. Okay, so here's the antivirus that I use called Avast. I used to use AVG, but I find Avast is a little bit better, even though I think it's the same company, owned by the same company. So Avast is much better. It's a European company. I mean that doesn't really matter, but it's a really good antivirus software, and you can get the free version, Avast free antivirus. Now, there are only a few things that you need to realize, and you need to go to your menu section and settings and actually change a lot of these settings. Okay? Now, one setting that you really need to change to turn off is a silent mode. Sorry, turn on. Silent mode is turned on. Otherwise, you'll get ads coming to your computer. Okay? So, silent mode is turned on. If you really want to have other options in Avast, do get the paid version. It's just I don't have the money and I don't want to pay, so that's why I don't have it. But it's very good because you can actually have this driver update. This is really what I like, driver update and software update. So you can do that through uh, you can do that through this you can use. Software updater is free, but there's no automatic updates. And the other thing is that this driver update is not, it's paid. Okay, so you have to pay for it. So when you get the premium version, you get a lot of different options. Okay, so Avast is very, very important. So this is what's very important. And another thing, I only use one antivirus, first of all. Now, the other thing I use is Malwarebytes, even though it really doesn't find much. I really don't have much spyware on my computer, but I use Malwarebytes as well in conjunction to Avast antivirus. Okay? Now, bear with me as my computer is a little bit slow. It's doing something, I don't know. But I use this Malwarebytes, and it does find things. I don't want to pay for it. Open Malwarebytes free, and then you just scan. But if you don't have web time protection, it's because you don't have the premium version. Personally, I don't care about that. Just scan it, and that's it. If you have the money, you can pay for the premium version. Now, the most important software that I use is CCleaner, previously known as Crap Cleaner. It's CCleaner. I have the updated version 5.72 as of today, which is October 7th, in the time of recording this video. And what I do ultimately is I do two things. I custom clean and registry files. And there's a few other things that I do with this software app. Okay. For the Mac version, it's going to be a little different. They don't have the registry information because Mac doesn't use registry, which is amazing. So Microsoft, so basically for the Windows and applications, I check off everything because I want to clean everything. And I do this at least twice a week, depending on how much stuff you delete and how much stuff you really need to remove. If you use your computer a lot, you're going to need to do this often. I do this sometimes even daily. Depends, how much stuff I have. So anyways, because I usually download stuff and then I delete stuff. So I checked off everything. As you can see, the options, I changed a lot of the options, so you have to know what to do. But the most important thing is this secure file deletion. Make sure you have secure file deletion checked or selected, and very complex overwrite. So what's it going to do is it's going to take a longer time, especially the first time it might even take, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, but it wipes out the files 35 times each file. So my computer, it's pretty fast. I've already done the cleaning, but you can go to tools as well. There's software updater. The only problem with software updater, you need to use you need to buy the paid version in order to update all these. So startup, there's a lot of other options. You can remove some of the startup items, scheduled tasks, context menu, all kinds of stuff. Now it's not, of course, perfect because no software is ever perfect. And you can even uninstall. I like this uninstall thing because when you can uninstall a program, if you still see it in the list, you can delete that. So that's really all there is to this. There's other options that you need to check, but basically I will run CCleaner. The browsers usually have to be closed in order to clean, especially Firefox, but that might change in the updated versions of CCleaner. But I got CCleaner free. If you have the money, please do pay for CCleaner. And I think during Christmas or during certain times, you can get CCleaner for $12.49 instead of $20. So just remember that. And I'm not paid to sponsor them or anything, but it only removed 22.2 megabytes because I've already cleaned the system. And now registry, I've already cleaned registry as well, but check off everything in the registry, okay? Because you want to fix all the registry options, okay? So this will take much longer because it really does a lot of work here in this CCleaner. But this is basic. But you just have to know which options to choose, which settings to choose, and what's the best for you. Okay. Now, if you want to keep passwords and all that kind of stuff, see is one here. So fix selected. You might need to do this several times, at least 2 or 3 times, because sometimes you'll still, even if there's let's say there's 100 different items found, and you fix all of them, and you scan again, there might still be a few that come up. So you have to keep scanning until there's no items found. And same thing with this custom clean. I custom clean everything. I personally, when I go to websites, I like to put in the passwords every time, because I like to clean the entire computer. Okay, so there's no issues found. Good. And this is like the last software that oh, sorry, there's one more. This is called, okay, this is ADW Cleaner. This is from Malwarebytes, and this is finding adware, PUPs, pre-installed software, all this kind of stuff. You just scan, and that's that. It's very simple. Okay, I don't need to do that. I mean, that's like the last thing that, one of the last things that I do. And then I go to uh, hard drive here, as you can see, or I go to my PC, this PC, I go to my C drive, my main drive, I go to properties and disk cleanup. So this is the last, absolute last thing that I do, disk cleanup. Because even though CCleaner is like one of the best softwares ever, it might not clean every single thing on the computer. So this is the last thing that you do to clean up. Okay, so there's two different things. There's these files that you clean, and then there's clean up system files as well here. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to clean. There's only 113 megabytes, but still that's pretty good. So this is cleaning. This will take a little bit of time. And the other one that I showed you, this one right here, clean up system files, will take a very long time. Sometimes a few hours, depending on how fast or slow your computer is. So this will check, and then you can decide what you want to remove. Now it's not going to remove it 35 wipes like CCleaner does, but it's the last resort when CCleaner cannot clean every single thing. And why is that? Why can't CCleaner clean every single thing? I have no idea. But anyways, so I have all of these that I clean except for the system restore points, because if something were to happen to my computer, I can return it back to a later date. So even though it's 10 gigabytes that I can save, I have a lot of space on my computer that is okay. 10 gigabytes is fine. So I'm going to be saving more than 282 megabytes, and this will take some time. So I'm going to do that. It's going to take a little bit of time. Again, if you're deleting that 10 gigabytes or that, backup files, restore points, or whatever you call it, that's going to take a really, really long time, because 10 gigabytes is really big. Okay, so CCleaner unfortunately does it faster, even though it wipes out each file 35 times so that it cannot be accessed at all. So that's really about it, everyone, for this video. Very simple. Very, very simple. Oh, and another thing that you should always do is update your operating system. I know some people don't like updating, or some people don't like to use an antivirus because they think their computer is going to be slowed down tremendously. And it's true, your computer actually does slow down tremendously. But nowadays, computers are very fast, and so it really shouldn't make much difference with the speed nowadays. But if you have an older computer, older computers, yeah, will slow down tremendously if you have um, a antivirus and all that kind of stuff. But if you ever use the internet at all on your computer, antivirus is a must. And I love Avast. Avast is one of the best. You can get it online. So this is working. I'm going to show you one last thing, and that is when you want to update, you go to this little search bar, update, and check for updates. And here it's checking for updates. Once it does the updates, checks it, downloads, installs, it's going to then ask you to restart your computer. So don't check for updates if you don't want to restart your computer, because it may automatically restart your computer, even though it will say a lot of times, do you want to restart your computer? You click the button and then you restart. But sometimes it automatically restarts, so be careful. Now this is checking. I think this is already updated, but this is like really, really key. Updating. Okay. It will update just the Microsoft Windows. Now it may update other Microsoft products on your computer, So you have to check for that. It will actually give you options, which ones to check and which ones not to check. So that's about it for this video, everybody. I'm Michael Landfield. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it around with anybody that you think would find it useful. And I do periodically these how-to videos for how to on your computer, on your phone, almost anything. But mostly vegan and self-help videos, spiritual coaching videos as well. So that's about it for this video, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video. Again, don't forget to like this video, share it around with everybody, and to subscribe to this YouTube channel and to click that little bell icon to receive notifications in your email. And also don't forget to subscribe to my email newsletter. All the links are down below in the description of this YouTube video. And another thing I want to say is don't forget to get my books. This is how I survive. When you watch my videos, many of my videos, if you get my books, this is how I survive. Getting my books is even better because you can learn about what I teach and what I talk about in my books. And you can also share the books with other people. So, that's about it, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.